Specificity refers to the ability of a test to correctly identify the presence of a disease. Therefore, specificity rules in a disease.
One outcome of a test is a true positive. This is when the patient has the disease and tests positive for the disease. In our case, we use the black ball, which is meant to go into the basketball hoop, and it enters the hoop. This is an example of a true positive.
For revenge, all summer 16, all summer 16.
Another outcome of a test can be a false positive. This is when the patient does not have the disease, but the test is positive. In our case, the tennis ball enters the hoop, but it is not supposed to, so this is a false positive.
Revenge, to do what you couldn't do. Tell Obama that my verses are just like the whips at the end, they bulletproof.
The next outcome is a true negative. This is when the patient does not have the disease and the test is negative. In our example, the purple ball does not go into the hoop because it is too big. This is an example of a true negative.
No, I would have done it to anyone, and I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful.
The final possible outcome is a false negative. This is when the patient has the disease, but the test is negative. In our instance, the black ball is intended to enter the hoop but misses, therefore it is a false negative.
Highline, Chris Breezy with the dance moves, Mo G with the dance moves, Ad Boy with the dance moves, Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull.
The equation for specificity is the true negatives divided by the true negatives plus the false positives.
A test with 50% specificity correctly identifies only 50% of the patients without the disease as true negatives, but the other 50% as false positives. A test with this low specificity would be a poor choice when ruling in disease.
He said, I can't get enough, can't get enough. I can't get enough, can't get enough. I can't get enough for what you got.
A test with 100% specificity correctly identifies 100% of patients without the disease as true negatives. A test with high specificity would be good for ruling in patients with the disease.
All I ever ask is keep it 8 more than 92 with me 100.